Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Let's go ahead and get into your selection. Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aries? The Moon card. And the Sun and the Moon. One. Okay, so you got the Sun and the Moon working to your benefit. Okay, so what do we mean by this? I feel like whatever you're dealing with, whatever subject this is going to talk about, it's not like it's bad. How do I put that? Like, it's not bad, but maybe it's not exactly what you want. It's kind of like the energy is shifting, and it's kind of like I'm looking at this more honestly. And it's more about like allowing yourself to see and go through the thought. It's not, I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of like I'm coming closer to what I actually want. And I'm just being more honest with myself. It's almost like I've been trying to make something fit for a while. And maybe at one point it did fit. But as time passes, things change, people grow, situations change. I do feel like at one point, whatever this is, it was fairly good at one point. It was pretty good, actually. You got the 10 of Cups. It's kind of like I felt connected. I felt like this was the right thing for me. I felt like this is where I belonged. But I get that as time keeps passing, it's just not feeling the same. I feel like as time passes, just usually people change, people come and go, situations change. It's just things have evolved. And I do feel like whatever this is, you have been considering, like, it's not bad, but maybe I don't really want this anymore. Even though it's not bad, maybe it's not good enough. Maybe it is time for a change. Whatever you're dealing with, I'm also noticing it's same, which I feel like over time has gotten more and more stale. Is it bad? No, I don't think it's bad, but I do think it's become more and more stale. And I feel like you've been getting more creative, trying to bring more life into it, but the more you do that, the more it feels like it's just you doing that. It's kind of like you're jumping around entertaining yourself, trying to get somebody else involved, and they reciprocate as you tell them to, but it's kind of like, yeah, but I'm telling them what to do. I'm putting in all the effort here. And it's not that they're not trying to, it's just maybe they're not capable of what you're capable of. This is interesting. It's getting more and more interesting. Like, I have a couple other cards here. The Earth energy is strong because I got the Hierophant, which can't talk about Taurus, doesn't have to, but it's an Earth energy. And it's talking about things are the way they are. Things are taken care of. There's nothing wrong. I feel like that's the weird part. There's nothing wrong, but it doesn't feel right. And I feel like that's what I keep coming back to. Nothing is wrong, but it doesn't feel right. This is a very interesting one. In the energy, there's social energy here. The social energy here is good. It is really good. Um, I don't feel like there's anything really bad here. I keep getting that over and over again. It's not bad, but it's just not. Even though it's not bad, is it really good? I don't know how to explain that other than that. And there's one of these moments where it's kind of like I can try to force myself to fit and just pretend it's not happening, and that seems to create a lot of stress. I just feel like that's naturally like trying to choke it down or pretend it's not happening or denying how you really feel is not helping. There's another option with that. There's an option to just kind of pull back and kind of go, what if I could do whatever I wanted to, what would I want? If I could make anything happen right now, what would I make happen? Looking at the history of like where I've been with this situation, where it currently is, if I stick with it, where do I see it going? How do I see myself feeling in the past, feeling currently? How do I see myself feeling about this in the future? And what do I want from it? Just taking a moment to just kind of like, I don't know what to do. It's kind of like one of those moments, like just getting to that center with myself going, I just don't know what to do. I don't know, but I know I need to figure it out. Am I going to stick with this? Am I going to go do something else? What's the deal? What do I have? And there's kind of like, what else is out there that I'm considering? And it doesn't mean I have to do anything. I just need to sort out the thought. I just need to work it through, because choking it down isn't going to work. That's if this reading is hitting, it's kind of like whatever it is. It's like it's not bad, but it's kind of like I feel like it's not good. It's almost like it's like the same songs. It's like if you were listening to the same songs at work. This happened a while ago, a long time ago. I remember working at this one place, and it was like, I swear to God, it was like the same 5 songs kept playing. In the beginning, it was like, oh, these are good songs. And then after a while, it's like, oh, Lord. And then after longer, it was just like, you just grow to hate something because you hear it so much. It's like, I used to love this song. Now I can't stand it. Even to this day, certain songs come on the radio or I'm listening and they pop up somewhere and I'm like, oh, I can't. And people are like, that's a good song. And I'm like, it used to be. It used to be until it was constant where I used to work constant. And it's starting to feel like it's like it's not bad, but it's just like it's become monotonous. It's like it's not bad, but it's monotonous. And I just gotta like look at it in a different way. There's solutions here that can be acceptable. There's solutions here that might not be acceptable. Whatever that means for you. What actually reforms this for you, because you have possibilities here, is looking at trying to balance it out and deciding what's really not working for me. And like start to really deal with what's really not working. Sometimes things for Aries can get stagnant and a bit boring. That is a recipe for disaster. I feel like there's only so long you can stand that before it's going to drive you crazy. There's a change on the horizon. Things happen one way or another. By you going towards it and addressing it and just sorting it out, I do feel like this is where things can get better for you. Because I feel like whatever it's currently at, I feel like it's like it's not that bad, but it's not good. It's going to get more... I just feel like it's going to get more unsavory. It's just going to be that thing where it's like the songs. It's kind of like, they're not bad, but it's like, I remember there was one point where I was like, yeah, that's those songs again. And it wasn't that bad, but I remember feeling like, I wish they would change these songs. And then it got to the point where after 7 months, hearing the 5 songs day in and day out over and over, I really, again, to this day, I start hearing this one song, and I'm like, oh, at one point I liked that song, and now I can't stand it. It just like, ugh. I'm just like, ugh. Even today, and it's been a couple decades. I'm just saying. There's a solution here. Things can get better. It depends on you. It's just facing it, going through it, deciding what you really don't like, and deciding like, what can I acceptably do? What's acceptable to you to reform this? And realizing the longer it goes, the heavier it's going to feel. There's possibilities out here for you. You got the 2 of Cups, navigating by the stars, and you're protected. The angels? The angels. By addressing it, you find solutions that you may not have seen before. By addressing it and talking it out with the appropriate people, things will change and things have a chance to go differently. I keep thinking of this. It could be a work situation, and there could be chances for involvement there, especially if you start looking at what you don't like and you start working with management, or possibly there could be going other places. It could be a relationship that at one point it was very stable and dependable and you liked that, but now it's just become very stagnant and stale. There may be ways to liven that up even. I keep thinking of this one situation where I remember there was a couple. They were kind of like, one of them was more outgoing, the other one was more reserved, and the one that was reserved seemed to be more the same. And I forget what the I don't know if it was like model trains or something else the one person got into. Something like that, but they got really excited. They put all their energy into that. They started moving their energy into that. And then they would take their partner to these things like 2-3 times a year, these events. I think they had events, at least at the time they did. And they enjoyed explaining it to their partner and taking their partner along, and they would like, their partner would find things to do, and it was interesting. I don't remember how they worked it out, but they kind of brought some more energy into the relationship, where the one would start just working more on hobbies, and then they would bring the other person in every once in a while and explain what's been going on and keep them up to date with stuff. And it seemed to work for them. I don't know what to say about that, but it worked for them. So it doesn't have to mean it has to end, but it could mean you could be coming towards an ending. The world is there. A whole new phase is coming in. It could be a shifting of attention, where the attention is going. It could be changing the focus. It could be a whole new start. The first light thing is coming in with it too. So I feel like what they're saying with this is like, before it kind of changes on its own, you could have control of this change. By addressing it and going towards it, it feels like you have more control over what's happening and you can create what you want to happen. The other way, it feels like you can only stuff it down for so long. In one way or another, change is going to show up anyway, whatever that means. I feel like it's kind of like it's coming one way or another, but if you go towards it, you have control over it. If you try to like push it down and ignore it, it comes in a different way. But it will come. Okay. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.